Well, King Charles has returned to public duties overnight, visiting a cancer treatment centre, reportedly giving patients a personal update on his own health.
This comes just months after being diagnosed with the disease himself, of course. And joining us now is Daily Mirror Associate Editor Russell Myers. Morning to you. Symbolic and I guess deliberate that the King went to a cancer centre on his first trip out.
Well, you're totally right, Nat. Good morning to both of you. Well, it's sort of the day we didn't think we'd see for quite a while, and it's great to see King Charles and Queen Camilla out and about today, and very symbolic, as you said, at a cancer hospital. We chose to go to University College Hospital, London, and meet cancer patients themselves. And I think what we got a sense of, which we don't really see on royal engagements quite a lot, is the real personal aspect of it. And Charles telling the cancer patients about how much of a shock it was when he received his own diagnosis. But, this could be the start of better things to come for Charles, hopefully.
Yeah, such a different perspective when it's touched you personally, right? It is hoped the King will be well enough to attend Trooping of the Colour in June. But you know what we're like here? We want to see him down in Australia. Do you think he'll be well enough to come here?
Well, there's a big question, isn't it? I mean, the plans are still in place, both over here and your good selves as well. And I think that is important to notice. I mean, there is a big schedule over here in the summer. We've got, of course, Trooping of the Colour. There's Royal Ascot. Over in France, there's a D-Day commemorations as well. But the plans are still in place for a big autumn tour down under. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed as well. So
Really?
hopefully I'll get on the plane with him as well. Oh, God, absolutely. Fingers and toes crossed, Nat.
Oh, we know you
anyway.
like a free trip, so, I know you wanted to still have it.
King or not, come anyway, Russ.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Now, we know there's that trip planned from Harry. Next week, is it? Will the King meet up with him?
Well, a big question as well. I mean, the King's diary is filling up. I mean, he's definitely sort of tiptoeing his way back into royal life. But Harry is back in the UK next week. He's got commemorations, 10-year anniversary of the Invictus Games at St Paul's Cathedral. He's giving a speech. Now, a few people were saying that the King will be too busy to see his son. I don't think that is going to be the case. I think if Harry is in town, then the King is always going to make way to speak to him and see him. And no, it might not be, the big love-in that some people want to see, but I do think there will be some form of meeting. So, maybe an olive branch or two.
Yeah, geez, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? Because when he came back after the King's cancer diagnosis, they caught up briefly there. It's little by little, isn't it? The repairing and the healing of their relationship.
Yeah, I mean, of course, listen, the relationship all over the place to do with Harry and the rest of the family is pretty fractured. But I think the King will put that aside for one moment. He's had his own cancer battle taking precedence at the moment, but he wants to see his son, that's for sure.
Exactly. There were reports that he was too busy, but I can't imagine
Whether Harry and Will's catch up, that's another story.
That could take a while to defreeze. Thank you very much, Russ.